Don't let its tiny size fool you. The .22 LR is far more than just a beginner's round. Beneath its soft report and low recoil lies a surprising amount of power and performance. Whether it's tearing through varmints at high velocity or delivering pinpoint accuracy at 100 yards, this humble cartridge continues to earn respect across the shooting world. In today's video, we're counting down the top 10 most powerful .22 LR rounds you can buy in 2025. From hypervelocity options to devastating hollow points that push this small caliber to its absolute limits. Whether you're a plinker, a hunter, or just curious about how far the .22 LR can really go, this list will surprise you. Before we dive into number 10, make sure to hit that like button. If you're a true firearms enthusiast, drop a comment below with your favorite .22 LR ammo, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss our latest top 10 reviews, ammo breakdowns, and new firearm releases. Now, lock in and let's get started. 10. Lapua Center-X 40 grain LRN. Kicking off our list at number 10 is a round that's less about brute force and more about precision perfection. Meet the Lapua Center-X 40 grain LRN, a legendary .22 LR cartridge that has earned the trust of Olympic shooters, professional marksmen, and high-level competitors around the globe. Now, you might be thinking, why would a match-grade round land on a list about powerful .22 LR ammo? The answer lies in how Lapua achieves a perfect balance between consistency, velocity, and clean energy transfer. This cartridge typically clocks in at around 1,070 feet per second, placing it right at the edge of the supersonic threshold. And while its muzzle energy, averaging about 100 foot-pounds, doesn't break records, its extreme consistency in velocity and trajectory means that it delivers its energy exactly where you want it, again and again. What makes the Center-X stand out is Lapua's manufacturing standard. These rounds are individually inspected, batch-tested, and built with a level of attention that makes it one of the most accurate .22 LR cartridges ever made. It performs beautifully in bolt-action rifles and match pistols, especially in controlled environments where shot-to-shot variation can mean the difference between first place and going home. In fact, many shooters report sub-MOA groupings at 50 yards and tight clusters out past 100, making it a go-to choice for competitions like biathlon, small-bore bench rest, and precision rimfire leagues. And let's not forget, power isn't just about velocity. It's also about hitting your target exactly where it counts. And on that front, the Lapua Center-X delivers in spades. So while it may not be your pick for taking down varmints or punching through barriers, if your definition of power includes unmatched control and accuracy, the Lapua Center-X earns its place on this list, quietly, confidently, and consistently. 9. Federal Gold Medal 40 grain LRN. At number 9, we have a round that represents the gold standard of American match-grade rimfire ammo. The Federal Gold Medal .22 LR 40 grain LRN. For decades, this cartridge has been a staple among competitive shooters, thanks to its incredible reliability, consistent velocity, and Federal's meticulous quality control process. Let's get into the numbers. This round travels at a muzzle velocity of approximately 1,200 feet per second, putting it squarely in the standard velocity range, but still with enough speed to stay stable and predictable. It delivers around 128 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, which may not seem dramatic at first glance, but that's not why it's on this list. This round earns its place not by brute force, but by putting power precisely where it's needed, every single time. The 40-grain lead-round nose projectile may be simple in design, but paired with Federal's legendary primer technology and brass consistency, it offers dead-straight ballistics and minimal deviation. Shooters often report quarter-inch groupings at 50 yards, especially when paired with bolt-action precision rifles like the CZ4.57 or Ruger Precision Rimfire. One key reason this round remains relevant in 2025 is its clean-burning powder and low fouling characteristics, which make it a favorite for extended training sessions or rimfire competitions where maintaining a clean bore can make or break performance. Whether you're shooting steel plates or paper targets, the Federal Gold Medal delivers repeatable accuracy with just enough punch to command respect, especially in competitive circles. And while it doesn't quite reach hypervelocity territory, its balance between speed, control, and terminal performance make it a top-tier round for serious shooters who understand that true power starts with precision. Federal didn't name it gold medal by accident. This is a round that's earned its place in competition and on this list. 8. Norma Hunter-22 Power 40 Grain HP. Coming in at number 8 is a rising star in the .22 LR world that's gaining serious traction among hunters and precision shooters alike. The Norma Hunter-22 Power 40 Grain Hollow Point. If you thought Norma only excelled in high-powered centerfire cartridges, think again. This .22 LR load is proof that European craftsmanship and innovation can make a major impact even in the small-bore rimfire category. Let's look at the performance. This round pushes out of the barrel at around 1,263 feet per second, placing it just at the cusp of supersonic speed. That translates to approximately 140 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, giving it a solid kick without sacrificing stability. And unlike many hypervelocity rounds that lose control beyond 50 yards, the Norma Hunter-22 stays tight, offering consistent grouping out to 100 yards in properly tuned rifles. But what really sets this cartridge apart is the hollow point projectile. Designed for controlled expansion, it's engineered to mushroom effectively upon impact, making it an excellent option for small game hunting, pest control, and even tactical training scenarios. You get clean, fast kills on varmint-sized targets without over-penetration, which is exactly what hunters need when precision is key. Shooters frequently report sub-MOA accuracy from bolt-action platforms like the Tikka T1X or Bergara BMR. And perhaps most impressively, this round maintains excellent terminal performance even from shorter barrels, like those found in compact .22 pistols and carbines. That makes it a versatile choice, whether you're in the field or the range. Norma's entrance into the rimfire hunting ammo scene with the Hunter-22 power is nothing short of impressive. It's not just fast and accurate. It's deadly effective, where it matters most. If you're looking for a .22 LR round with real-world stopping power and European precision, this is one you'll want in your ammo can. 7. Winchester Varmint E37 Grain-Segmented HP. Sliding into the number 7 spot is a .22 LR round that was built from the ground up for one purpose: absolute varmint destruction. Introducing the Winchester Varmint High Energy 37 Grain Segmented Hollow Point, a cartridge that doesn't just expand, it splits apart upon impact, delivering a triple threat to any small game unlucky enough to cross its path. Let's talk specs. This round leaves the muzzle at an impressive 1,435 feet per second, putting it in the upper tier of .22 LR velocity. That translates to roughly 183 foot-pounds of energy. And when combined with Winchester's segmented design, that energy is rapidly and violently transferred into the target. Unlike traditional hollow points that simply expand, This projectile is engineered to fragment into 3 separate sections on impact. Each segment veers off slightly, creating multiple wound channels and significantly increasing the round's lethality. It's a feature designed for clean, ethical kills on varmints, especially at close to mid-range distances. In real-world testing, this round excels at taking down rabbits, squirrels, raccoons, and even groundhogs, with minimal chance of ricochet and limited risk of overpenetration. It's particularly useful in rural pest control scenarios where a quick, decisive shot is needed, and where a standard hollow point might not deliver the same level of damage. The HE segmented design also provides a flatter trajectory, maintaining solid accuracy out to 75 to 100 yards. Semi-auto rifle users, especially those running Ruger 10-22 or Smith & Wesson MP-15-22 platforms, report reliable cycling and low fouling, even after hundreds of rounds. If your goal is maximum terminal performance in a rimfire package, the Winchester Varmint HE delivers in a way that few other .22 LR rounds can. It's smart, surgical, and absolutely savage against small targets. This isn't just a .22 round, it's a precision varmint eliminator, and it earns its place firmly in our top 10. 6. Winchester Super-X Hypervelocity. When it comes to pushing the boundaries of .22 LR performance, Winchester's Super-X Hypervelocity earns a solid spot in our top 10. It's not just about speed, it's about controlled speed with consistent performance. Clocking in at an impressive 1,430 feet per second, this round offers flat trajectories and hard-hitting energy for such a lightweight cartridge. Winchester outfits this hypervelocity load with a 40-grain plated hollow point, designed to expand on impact while retaining the necessary weight for deeper penetration. That makes it an ideal pick for small game hunting, where a clean and ethical takedown is essential. Shooters who've tested it frequently note its surprising punch against targets like water jugs, small varmints, or ballistic gel. And while it may not be match-grade accurate at 100 yards, it consistently groups well inside 50 yards, perfect for field use. Another benefit? Reliability. Even in semi-automatic rifles like the Ruger 10-22 or the Smith & Wesson MP-15-22, this round cycles smoothly with very few hiccups, which isn't something you can say about every high-velocity .22 LR round on the market. In short, Winchester Super-X Hypervelocity proves that you don't need to sacrifice expansion for speed, or vice versa. It's affordable, widely available, and backed by a company with over 150 years of ammunition experience. If you want a round that screams performance without breaking the bank, this one definitely earns its place in the top half of our list. Number 5. Aguila Supermaximum Hypervelocity. If you thought .22 LR had already hit its velocity ceiling, think again. Aguila's Supermaximum Hypervelocity round takes that speed dial and cranks it all the way up. With a blistering muzzle velocity of 1,700 feet per second, it is one of, if not the, fastest .22 LR rounds available on the civilian market today. This round uses a 30-grain copper-plated round nose projectile. Now, you might be thinking, only 30 grains? Yes, it's light, but that's exactly why it's so fast. This round is all about delivering maximum energy in the shortest amount of time, and it does just that, often with explosive fragmentation when it hits soft targets. The Aguila Supermaximum is especially favored by varmint hunters, as it delivers quick terminal performance on pests like squirrels, rats, and groundhogs. It's also a favorite for fun, high-speed plinking sessions when you want to push your rimfire rifle to its ballistic limits. That said, due to its lightweight projectile, don't expect match-grade accuracy at longer ranges. This round is a speed demon, but like most hypervelocity ammo, it performs best within 30 to 50 yards. In that range, it's consistent, devastating, and incredibly fun to shoot. One more bonus? Aguila has built a reputation for excellent quality control, and despite its extreme velocity, the Super-Maximum feeds well in many semi-autos. It's a favorite among owners of Ruger 10-22s and Savage A-22s. Bottom line, if raw speed is what you crave, and you're hunting small game or just want a round that sounds like a .22 Magnum on the cheap, Aguila Supermaximum Hypervelocity might just be your new go-to. Number 4. Federal Punch .22 LR. Now here's something that truly changed the game for rimfire self-defense: the Federal Punch .22 LR. When most people think of .22 LR, they think of plinking, target shooting, or maybe small game hunting, not personal defense. But Federal challenged that assumption head-on with the Punch .22 LR, a purpose-built round designed specifically for self-defense applications in short-barreled handguns. What makes it special? Let's start with the projectile. Unlike typical hollow point designs, the Punch .22 LR uses a 29-grain nickel-plated flat-nose bullet that is non-expanding, but engineered to maximize penetration, which is exactly what's needed when dealing with threats. This round can achieve over 1,070 feet per second out of a 2-inch barrel and exceeds 1,600 feet per second from longer barrels. In FBI gel tests, it consistently penetrates over 12 inches, which is the golden standard for defensive ammunition. Another standout feature is reliability. Federal optimized the Punch round to cycle more consistently in semi-automatic pistols, an area where rimfire ammo traditionally struggles. Combined with a nickel-plated case for smoother feeding and corrosion resistance, this ammo performs far more like centerfire than your average bulk .22. This round changed the conversation around using rimfire for carry or home defense, especially for recoil-sensitive shooters or those with limited hand strength. It's now a top recommendation for .22 LR revolvers and compact pistols, like the Ruger LCP-2 Light Rack and Taurus TX-22. Is it a Magnum powerhouse? No, but it proves that the right engineering can make .22 LR a viable defensive option, and in doing so, earns it a well-deserved spot in our top 5. 3. Aguila Interceptor .22 LR, coming in hot, literally, is the Aguila Interceptor. If you thought hypervelocity rounds couldn't get any faster, think again. The Interceptor delivers jaw-dropping speed, making it one of the fastest .22 LR rounds on the market. And it's a fan favorite among both hunters and high-performance plinkers. So, what sets the Interceptor apart? First, let's talk specs. This round fires a 40-grain copper-plated solid projectile at a blazing 1,470 feet per second. That's centerfire level velocity in a rimfire package. And unlike many lightweight, high-speed loads, Aguila didn't compromise with a lighter bullet. This is a full-weight, hard-hitting .22 LR load, designed to carry both speed and punch. In terms of terminal ballistics, the Interceptor shines with impressive energy transfer and flat trajectory, which makes it an excellent choice for small game hunting, pest control, and even long-range rimfire competition. Shooters report consistent accuracy and excellent grouping out of rifles, especially bolt-action platforms. In semi-autos, it generally cycles smoothly, though like all high-velocity rounds, it shines brightest in well-maintained firearms. Another plus, Aguila is known for producing high-quality, clean-burning powder. That translates to less fouling in your barrel and action, making this a more maintenance-friendly choice for high-volume shooters. The Interceptor isn't the quietest or cheapest option, but if you're chasing raw power, superior energy, and high terminal effectiveness, this round is one of the most potent .22 LR options that money can buy in 2025. And that brings us to the final two, where we'll uncover Rimfire rounds that are not only powerful, but revolutionary in their own right. Ready for the elite tier? Let's go. 2. CCI Stinger .22 LR. When most people think of high-performance .22 LR ammo, one name often comes to mind first: CCI Stinger. This iconic round has earned its place near the top of any Rimfire performance list for decades. And in 2025, it's still dominating with no signs of slowing down. So, what makes the Stinger such a beast? First off, it's engineered for speed and energy, launching a 32-grain copper-plated hollow point C PHP at a blistering 1,640 feet per second. That's one of the fastest velocities you'll find in any factory .22 LR cartridge ever. It's not just about going fast, though. That hollow point projectile is designed to expand rapidly upon impact, making it a devastating option for varmint hunting and pest control. The Stinger's casing is slightly longer than standard .22 LR dimensions, so technically, it's a mini magnum within .22 LR territory. This extra case volume allows more powder, which is how CCI pushes it past its rivals in speed without sacrificing reliability or chamber pressure safety. Out in the field, shooters love the Stinger for its deadly terminal performance. Whether you're taking out ground squirrels, rabbits, or other varmints, this round delivers clean, ethical kills with proper shot placement. It also maintains tight groupings out to 75 yards, especially when fired from bolt-action rifles or accurate semi-autos like the Ruger 10-22. And reliability? Classic CCI. The brand has a rock-solid rep for flawless ignition and feeding, even in finicky semi-auto platforms. It's clean burning, consistent, and loaded with care. That's why even in 2025, when new rounds are flooding the market, the Stinger continues to outperform and outsell many newcomers. If you want maximum energy in a lightweight bullet, especially for hunting or high-speed plinking, the Stinger is arguably the best balance of speed expansion and trusted performance you can find. But if the CCI Stinger is this powerful, what could possibly be stronger? Time to meet the #1 most powerful .22 LR round in 2025. 1. CCI Velocitor .22 LR. Here it is, the undisputed king of .22 LR power in 2025. The CCI Velocitor. When it comes to delivering raw energy, penetration, and consistent terminal performance, the Velocitor leaves virtually every other .22 LR round in the dust. It doesn't just rely on velocity like the Stinger. It backs that up with a heavier bullet and a purpose-driven design that makes it the most lethal standard .22 LR on the market today. Let's break it down. The CCI Velocitor fires a 40-grain copper-plated hollow point CPHP, not a lightweight projectile, but a full-weight bullet for .22 LR at an impressive 1,435 feet per second. That's a huge amount of kinetic energy when you consider the grain weight, and it places the Velocitor in a class of its own for balance between speed and stopping power. What makes it even more formidable is its terminal behavior. The Velocitor is engineered for deep penetration and controlled expansion, allowing the bullet to reach vital organs even on larger varmints, like raccoons or woodchucks. Unlike the explosive fragmentation of lighter hollow points, the Velocitor delivers consistent expansion without sacrificing the ability to punch through fur, hide, and muscle. Hunters have reported that even with less than perfect shot placement, the Velocitor still manages to bring down game quickly and ethically. That kind of dependability is what earns it the #1 spot. Not just raw specs on paper, but proven real-world performance. Another advantage? Superb accuracy. From bolt-action rifles to precision semi-autos, the Velocitor produces tight groupings and retains energy further downrange than most other .22 LR loads. And in suppressed rifles, it stays quieter than expected while still delivering hard-hitting results. When you factor in high energy transfer, heavy bullet weight, reliable expansion and penetration, top-tier consistency from CCI, it's easy to see why the Velocitor is the go-to choice for serious rimfire hunters and shooters in 2025. If you're heading into the field and need the most powerful .22 LR that still fits in a standard chamber, the Velocitor is the round to beat. It's the perfect blend of mass, velocity, and engineered lethality, and that's why it rightfully claims the #1 spot on our list.